Welcome. We are Group 3. You are watching NE3B English News. I'm Nikolai. My good members are Poppy, Jessie, and Tim. Now, today, we are talking about a sad story. It's about sweep at birth. It's about two Indian families up to keep some who were swept at birth. Mother's suspension led to meeting, a DNA test and finally the truth, but then it was too late to sweep back. Sama Parveen knew her husband would not believe her for 3 months. The hospital would take 2 years to admit, but within days of giving birth in March 2015, she knew the baby she was cradling was not hers. The way her husband, Sahabdin Ahmad, recounts the story, which has become national news in India. The truth about the child should have been obvious. Indeed, it has been staring them in the face. On the same day at the Mandali Civil Hospital, in the northeastern state of Assam, another woman had also given birth to a son. She belonged to the Bedouin tribe, an indigenous community with a distinctive eye shape that more closely resembled Tibetans than people from the subcontinent. My wife said, "This baby has the same eyes and the same features as Bodo people," Hashem recalled. She was very sure, "This child is not ours. This child belongs to that family." Hashem immediately took his wife's suspensions to the hospital superintendent. "The doctor in chief told me, 'Your wife has some mental disease,' he said. 'You should take her to a psychiatrist.'" The following month, Ahmed filed a right to information request, asking for the details of every person who gave birth at the Mandali hospital that day in March. The record showed the time of a baby who was born as my wife was given birth, he said. The mother's last name was Burrow, an alternative name for the Bodo people. Now, we connect to our reporter special in outside. Please.
Hello, I am Jessie. According to the article, I think if my child has been changed because of the hospital's negligence, if I find that the time my child is just a newborn baby, I may hope to change the baby back. I can't imagine that such a bad thing happened to me. It's too exaggeration. I was asked the hospital to confirm the baby's DNA with the parents and pay the fee. I just want to confirm the truth and hope my baby came back to me. I really can't accept the hospital shirking responsibility. Every baby born was by their mother through many difficulties. It's really unacceptable to hold the wrong baby. It's too cruel. Imagine that every mother wants to give her baby all the love. Recently, there's a news in Taichung, mistaken breast milk because the nurse holds the wrong baby. Fortunately, the mother found that the baby was wrong, so the nurse changed the baby back in a short time. They are so lucky. However, if it's discovered after the child has been with another family for a long time, I may hope that the child on both sides will live well. That's enough. And I don't have to change child back, but I hope that both families can keep in touch and let the children enjoy the two families' love.
Hi, I'm Abby. I have raised my son for 2 years, even if I know that it is not my son, as long as my son lives very well. I feel I feel good in this. Whether you are a child or a child who has maybe makers, you have feelings and hope that they will have a good life. But when is a child born in October? One is a child who has been reset for 10 years. Who do I? Who do you want to choose? It's really hard.
Hello, I'm Jennifer. In my opinion, if the same thing happens to me and I find my son isn't similar to myself, I will definitely to find the truth. After the truth is confirmed that my son who I am raising belongs to another family, and my biological son is raised by another, I will exchange my own son back, and will not be like the parents of two families in this incident. Although it has been 2 years since I confirmed this, I still hope that my own son can stay with me and be raised by myself. But I will communicate with another family and hope to see my original son at least one time every 6 months or 1 year. Perhaps in such an accident, I will be able to connect to another family that is also a hard-won fact. In addition, regarding the hospital's negligence that caused our two families must to spend so long to find the truth, I will try my best to be held accountable, because no one wants such an event happens. I hope that the hospital can be more rigorous and avoid similar incidents from happening again. Okay, this is my own opinion. Thank you.
Anyway, Ahama told his wife he has still unsure that the race balance might be coincidental, but applied to the laboratory to conduct a DNA test. The result came back after 4 months. The relationship between Pepin and Juliet was very good, she said. She was feeding the child every day. Slowly, she became unconnected. So when the report came, she was not very much bothered. The reporter said the possibility that Pepin was Judah's mother was zero. Ahama filed a police report and sound tests on Ryan Chandrat. For sync work in the India's overburdened lab can be a laborious process, made longer in the case by police mistake, that delayed the release of the final report until November 2017. The reporter came back and said yes, the baby was exchanged. Ahama said, but Pepin back exchanged her mind about returning Judy. Now, only 3 to his biological parents. She's very attached. He said, I also love him a lot. And that's all the time we have today. Thank you for watching NE3B English News. See you next time.